Christmas is over. So why there is about 12% of the Christian world still waiting till January 7th to enjoy Christmas Eve? Is it possible that the Christmas has two different dates? And if not, does it mean there are 12% of the Christians celebrates on the wrong date? Or they are right and the majority is celebrating on the wrong date? We will know all about that here on Stairs. We should first note a well-known small info here. Christmas is the Christ birthday celebration. So it is logical that it should be in one day, not in 2 days, as we mentioned in the beginning of this episode. The first official discussion about the exact date of the Christ's birthday was in AD 325. AD stands for Anno Domini, which means the year of the Lord. And for your information, PC stands for before the Christ. This year, religion's first ecumenical conference was taking place, and group of Christians bishops met to set some rules. One of the first council of the Nicaea's most essential agenda objectives was once to standardize the date of celebration for the church, and the day must be a holiday for the church. They agreed to consider a solar calendar, which is Julian's calendar. This calendar had been used and adopted by Julius Caesar in about 46 before the Christ, after receiving advice from Egyptian astronomer Sosigenes to replace the existing lunar calendar, which was used in Rome at this era, with a new solar calendar to organize the Roman formal offices and governmental books. But Sosigenes made a very small mistake, and this mistake will take the Julian calendar away from the correct calculation. Sosigenes had overestimated the length of the year by a complete 11 minutes. Do you imagine that? 11 minutes with all their seconds. You may tell yourself now, what would happen because of 11 minutes only? The issue appeared after centuries of using the Julian calendar. 11 minutes every year means 1,100 minutes every century, which is almost a day shifting every century. To be more accurate, it will be 18 hours and about 20 minutes every century. In 1588 AD, dates of all important holidays of the church had shifted too much, and Pope at this time, Gregory the 13th, was very worried to lose the original dates of the church holidays. Thus, he declared a meeting with a group of the best astronomers in this era to find a final solution for this shifting problem. This group of astronomers proposed a solution for Pope Gregory and informed him that he should abandon the Julian calendar and that the church must adopt a new calendar that provides more accurate calculations for the year's length. The new calendar is known now as Gregorian calendar, and from this day on, most of the world countries have been using it as formal calendar. The Gregorian new calendar resolved many issues which appeared due to the accumulation of the usage of the Julian calendar. Most of the Christian world churches decided to use and adopt the new calendar system. But the Orthodox Church, which had separated into its own arm of Christianity through the Great Schism in 1054, after centuries of ascending conflicts, refused to change its calendar system because, from their point of view, adopting Pope Gregory's correction calendar will allow occasional overlap between Passover and Easter feasts. And these steps toward the correction will go against the holy text of Orthodox Christianity. The Orthodox Church decided to refuse the new Gregorian calendar and keep the Julian calendar as the formal calendar in determining the holidays' dates for the Orthodox Church. This situation continued for centuries after this year. The Western Church used the Gregorian calendar and the Eastern Church kept using the Julian calendar. By 1923, there was 13 days difference between the Julian calendar and Gregorian calendar. This difference made the Orthodox Church Christmas 13 days after the Western Church's Christmas. The calendar conflict continued for the Orthodox Church. In May 1923, a group of Orthodox Church's leaders gathered in Constantinople to find a solution to the problem. The Orthodox Church leaders brought delegations from the Church of Constantinople, Cyprus, Greece, Romania, Russia, and Serbia. In this Congress, all discussions were at high levels, and it was very hot discussions. Aram Sarkisian, the famous historian, writes that the Church of Russia had been forced to use and adopt the Gregorian calendar by the Bolsheviks, who stopped using the Julian calendar right after the Russian Revolution against the Russian Caesar Nicholas II. For the Russian Church, the calendar modifications were not just a religious issue. It became a matter of survival in the existence of the Communist Party and the new Russian leaders. In the same conference, Serbian scientist Molten Milanovic gave the attendees a new proposal to solve the matter of the shifting and drifting. He proposed a new version of the Julian calendar that will be the same as the Gregorian calendar, although it will not follow the Gregorian calendar every leap year. The calendar will be known as the revised Julian calendar. The revised Julian calendar was used and adopted by many Orthodox churches after the conference. Greece, Cyprus, and Romania churches are now celebrating Christmas as same as the Western churches in December 25th every year. Other Orthodox churches like Russia and Egypt reject the revised Julian calendar. Poland church used the adopted Milanovic's calendar, then they abandoned it later. Today, Orthodox Christianity is the third largest Christian denomination with an estimated population of about 260 million followers. Do you think the confusion between the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar will lead them to another modification? Maybe we see that, but I don't think it will happen soon. Until this change, the Christmas cheers will leave it to wait until the first week of January for many Orthodox Christians. Many thanks for watching our video, and see you again on the stairs.